Girl, let's go. Oh, stiff shoulder. Okay, let's get into it. And USD CAD. I'm not seeing anything to jump on right now, so I'm going to actually go over my trades from this morning. There's some resistance here. It looks like an ascending triangle, which typically is a bullish pattern. Why? Because although sellers are strong in this line, buyers are not letting the price go down too far any further. So we'll wait. We'll see what happens. Feeling good. Been doing my journaling. I got a big trade this morning in the AM. I have to journal still. Drinking the yerba mate in honor of D-gods. Cheers. I will be back to the D-Dow sooner than later. All right, friends. I wonder if this is considered talking to myself. A little bit. Okay, let's take a look at the daily, still in the ascending triangle, pushing at resistance. Looks pretty bullish. This is our hourly. Obvious uptrend, lower high, higher high, lower, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Slight losing some steam though. So sometimes you can see this steep growth trend, higher highs in a steep way. And then it starts to flatten off. Usually can mean a reversal. So this is the hourly. If this doesn't get at least to there, and even in that case, might go down. Really want to see it push hard to say we're in a real strong uptrend. This is kind of an ascending triangle though, so that's something to be aware of. It, actually very much is getting tight in here. I mean, we've had some fake out breakouts. Could also be looked at like a channel. This could be kind of a channel. Either way, it could break out of this triangle and push to the top of the channel. So breakout, retest, boom, break straight up, rejection, down, short, break out of here, retest, short. So, the hourly is some stories to tell. I would say we're above the 50 here. This is either an ascending triangle or an ascending channel, both bullish. This is kind of a head and shoulder, or Adam and Eve, VU bottom. So for the hourly, I don't trade the hourly, but I like to know where I think the hourly is going. I think we're more in favor of the bulls at this moment. So here on this line, resistance become support, bounce. Here was support. So we're in this area, in this tight zone. A strong breakdown here would be meaning we're going to get a big dump, which would be a sweet trade. yeah, a little bit in favor here of in favor of the bulls. In favor of the bulls. Let's take this off screen. Come on, give me half screen here. On this screen now, baby. Come on, there we go. And so down to the minute, we have this. Interestingly, kind of a similar pattern. I'll just do the channel. I like this tool a lot, actually. Oops. For drawing channels, it's cool. So you can see there's this parallel channel bouncing off here. We're above the 50, broke all three of the moving averages. This is possible. You can see here, resistance became support. This area. So, really what I'm waiting here for is, say, break, retest of this area, maybe pushes up to here, and I look for possibly going short back down. Break out of here. This is, here we got our higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high, slightly higher high, but slightly higher low. So we need to break this on the downside. So let's draw that out. I like to do this sometimes. So we break this triangle. It can break like this, maybe we chop back up. This area gets broken. This is the bigger pattern, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, but really higher high, higher low. I really should be looking here, maybe, for, to break the structure. These lows too. So I think if this breaks down and hits these lows for resistance, that's a good short opportunity as well. So we'll make a mark there. So that will be the short side sell. A break of this triangle and a retest. Something like this. The retest is so important. And I think I messed up this morning a little bit. Not being patient. Just means you get a better entry. You get in closer to the moving averages. And then it's easier to know when to get out. Or, of course, we could push straight up here, right through. And then, this possibly a point of resistance. So we'll wait a bit and see what happens. I guess I should go over my trade this morning. Oh. Was right here. Let's see if I can recall. It was a good trade. Small size, but good nevertheless. There's a couple here. Okay, so what was happening this morning was, it's going to make this bigger too. Maybe on dock actually. And let's bring this full screen. Okay. This morning, I should have removed all my lines. We had this up trend. I missed this. This would have been, I think I could have called this one. had that last higher high, higher low, higher high, slightly higher low. And I think that entry there, or this one up here when it started to push through the moving averages. Anyways, that was in the middle of the night. This was crazy right here. This was right at 5:30. Something happens at 5:30 a.m. I should go back and look for that. Anyways, I was looking here, broke this last higher low, come back to retest it. Shit, I should have left my drawings up. I believe what it didn't get all the way back to my point. That was the thing. Come on. Yeah, no, I just got this silly fib sitting right here. So I would have been waiting for this zone. That's right. That's right. You can see here these. Yeah, that was it. So I was waiting for price to retest here. And so that would have been my pull for the fib, that low. And I think I pulled it to there. That's right. That's right. So pulled it to here for the retracement. I think I was pulled. And what I got, that's right how it was. It didn't come back here to my zone. That's where I was waiting for. I think I was tempted to sell in here, but I'm being patient, waiting for the real true retest. And you can see here I took my sell position here when it failed to break the 50, and then it had this tweezer top. Good, great entry. I think this case here for stop loss, right above those. And you can see over here, I actually tried the same play. So this is breaking down, coming back to test my last higher lows. So this is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, but still high low. So price will often break through your last lower, higher low and come back and test it. Didn't make it all the way back, but because we hit the 50 extension retrace on the Fibonacci, and because we had this wick here and it was wicking here, I got in and I added to my position here. On the 382, it basically smashed through the 382. I think it came back in here. I sold, was in drawdown a little bit, but I was feeling confident still that this was a downtrend. We're coming now under the back into under the 50. Sometimes price will break the 50, bounce off the 50 or break it, but come right back. And then I add it again here after this rejection candle. This was, I'm trying to get in the habit of adding to winning positions. This one was a little more, I think, did I have this line as the bigger trend, but I do believe I also had it here, so it didn't break back into the trend. Stayed below the moving averages. These are all small sizes, just 0.1. Obviously, I wish I took greater, but I'm getting every day 1%, 2% better. Here was a silly move. I lost on that trade. I saw the price not, this is terrible, not break the 9, same like here, and then it shot down hard. And so I thought, oh, that's the rejection. I got in here, boom, went straight back up. But although that was a bad trade, I cut my loss right away. As soon as I engulf, I'm out. I don't like this trade. And boom, look at, there was plenty more loss in store for me had I not cut right away. Here, I lost this trade, but it was fine to do. It was basically this play here. We're at the 236, just broke above the 50 wick candle. I think I got in somewhere in here, and it didn't play. It instantly cut. So basically, I was trying for this again, this move again, and I think this play, putting your stop right above the wick, maybe let the second candle play out first, and then putting your stop above there so you get it on this candle, and then you're golden. In this case, let that one play out, put my stop above, so I would have lost probably a bit more. Put my stop right above those candles, the tweezers, and then I got stopped out. But you can't know. It's all, the future is unknown. So that was this morning. Back sore. And I'm up. So let's look at the history. Here's the 2 bad plays I did. But here's the 2 sizes, the 2 positions I put in right away, 26 and 20, 23, and then the 9 was the later one, which was the sell here. And then these are the 2 silly ones. So that was that one, $8, and then this short one. So, but that's a lot of downside if I had held it. So part of trading well is cutting your losses quickly. It's hard because you see it going up. You're like, oh, it might retrace and I won't lose as much. It's just sometimes, yes. Sometimes I do hold it, and it starts to feel risky because you can get something like this crazy wick. Which in that case, if I'm on the wrong side of that, awful feeling. You're going to want to cut it probably down there, and then it comes back and you're out. All right, so that was this morning. I'm going to have to write all that into my journal. I've been doing a trade journal, which I like to do. I didn't think I would. Okay, so looks like we broke out of this ascending triangle. So we'll wait for a retest. No need to rush in. I mean, it might retest right here. So I might just see. That could have been the retest there. And so once I start seeing movement, I'll pull the fib and just start watch. I'll drag it up as it goes. But that would have been the 326. And then let's see. Cheers, Frank. And look at this. This could be another fake out straight back into the channel. Into this triangle. It's not really my play. I'm not as comfortable with this breakout retest as I am with like big move reversals. Like this one, come down, reverse, retest these lower highs. In this case, similar, but there's definitely a play in breakout retest for sure. So In this case, you know, a guy could take a position and put your stop. See, I like this play where I can get in closer and put my stop below the candle that broke the 9. Here, I feel like my stop's got to be way down here. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, that's retested at 382 below the 9 now. You know, really drag this way at 382 level. There's a lot of resistance, 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 resistance. See if we can get some sign of support. We are pushing below on the 50. So if we get a bounce here, sign of support would be a bullish candle close, engulfing, or wick like that. This another area, 618. This kind of zone, which would bring it to the 50. Okay, so bounce off the 382. Tempted to take a little nibble. It's not really my play. These breakouts. I was thinking about, when you're trying to run a business, keeping capital is sometimes more important because then you have it for when you need it. And these sometimes taking plays where I lose $5, $10. It's like going out for dinner or going out for lunch every day at work. You never get ahead. So do I really want to go to Starbucks right now? Until I'm confident, like what's going to make me confident? Feels like we're in somewhat of a range. Technically, we're still an uptrend. Look at this lower, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This would be a big move down to correspond with that. So, okay, so there we go. There's why you don't go for coffee. Then next thing you know, you're buying everyone coffee. Then you're buying lunch, and then look, your bill's $100. So interesting. Now to go short here, we're breaking back into this triangle potentially. In this little zone, we got higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low potentially. Just not getting any clear direction. Anyways, I love my life. Look at this. I get to play on the charts all day. Well, all morning. You can't hear it, but I can listen to talks. Drink kayaki. It's fabulous. We'll leave it at that. Part 1. I'll come back on if I start seeing a setup. I'm sure there's a setup here. I'm sure there is. But it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Be for me if it breaks through here and comes back and retests. So I'll see you guys later if that happens.